Here's a definition of what classic is. Supporting 10 kids on the fishing biz. Got a big fish, yeah, that's nice. Peeps like Eric, they do it minimum twice. Pulling boats through ice, Eric H is nice. Now try to catch a big fish twice. Pulling boats through ice, I'll catch the same fish twice. Same fish twice. Same fish twice. Try to catch the same fish twice.
Catch and catch again.
Twice.
Catch and catch again.
Twice.
Catch and catch again.
Caught a big fish. Yeah, that's nice. Now catch the same fish twice. I'm sorry. No more raps. Like, I'm getting out of control. But the last one I did, I felt like I could do better. So I wanted to do a better one. And it was the first attempt I ever did. And I kind of got hooked on it, the whole process of it. And now I'm like, oh, I want to do more. And hopefully I can stop myself and get onto like fishing. Anyway, yeah, I got a real classic. Later on today, we're going to talk to Eric Haataja live. But first off, let's talk about the twins in this episode. Holy cow. They catch another monster. Like, unreal. And talk about catching the same fish twice. We'll go into this later in another episode, but their friend actually caught that fish before them. I don't know how many months or whatever the story is. We'll get into details of that later. And they catch the same thing twice. And it could be, it's so big, it's got to be some sort of record. I'm not going to talk about species because I don't want to spoil it for you, but man, check out episode 5. Oh, the fish is impressive. And Paul, like that Rudd, from my understanding, I got a lot of messages and I saw actual like screenshots of what the Ontario record is, and Paul's is actually a record according to what I've seen so far. So once the smoke all clears, we got to go check it out. There could be 2 records caught so far in 39 hours, which is pretty impressive, right? And you know, the twins, I just can't get over it. I'm a fan of them, and I gotta slap myself because I'm in the tournament. I can't get caught up in like being a knob. I'm coming to win. Me and Professor Paul, we're gonna do this. He commonly catches the same thing twice. You know what I mean? He's like out there so often. I think he commonly catches the same fish twice. Like, this guy's the real deal. So without further ado, Eric H, the classic. What up?
What up?
What up? I'm with the legend, Eric H. Eric H, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Old school coming at you.
Old school, man. Like, I gotta tell you, in terms of an angler, like I just said that the Conrads are my favorite team in 39 hours. You know, but that was as an entertainer, as entertainers, and just their vibe of their brother thing going on. I like that chemistry they got going on. It's a weird Canadian, subtle, weird bacon and beer hockey kind of humor. So I get it. So, and it grows on you. So they're really funny. But as an angler, like, man, to me, you are the deal. And every time I get a chance to talk to you, I get my notepad out because I'm going to school, brother. Like, you are a knowledge gold mine. And I think Paul would agree. We're just like, man, I'm in awe of the stuff that you do out there. You've been around and you've seen so many things. So, yeah, man. As an angler, you're my favorite.
Hey, bro, let me say this, too. You know, first of all, thanks a lot for calling. Second of all, man, I really, really appreciate, you really saying those things. That really means a lot to me. You know, and it's sometimes it's really hard to take a good compliment for me personally. You know, it is hard. I don't know why, so, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys, because I'm getting busted down, broke down, beat down from all this ice fishing and stuff, man. I'm telling you, it is hard.
Yeah, Paulie's arm's falling off. My arm's falling off from reeling in boards in the cold. Like, my elbow's killing me. Like, I'm starting to feel it. You know what I mean? You gotta look for other ways to bring in some income. I don't think people know how real it is out there, bro. It's real. Like, you're out there every day, and it's hard. Like, I try to take my winters off, but then I go broke by spring, and I'm running in the same circle again.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean?
That money stress that I grew up with, and and it's like you live within your means. I've slowly worked my way up. It's definitely been like a challenge, dude. You know, like having kids and being married and staying married and loving each other and balancing with your family, with your kids, and then having to be a full-time fishing guide because my wife wanted to, you know, raise the kids. I didn't think I could do it. I'm like, there ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I just didn't even have the confidence in myself. Because
I want to add something. I want to add something now that we're talking about technical stuff, like just so the viewers know. And I'm going to insert this picture. We got a 20-pound brown, and just before that, like we got that one on a board, and the fish jumped out of the water. It looked like a salmon. Like we lost one just before it. It looked like a dark salmon, and we're talking about spring. I'm like, how can we have a dark salmon out here? And then 5 minutes later, we get another one, and it's also big, but not quite as big. 20-pounder. Bang. And nobody's catching fish out there. Crystal clear. Water was a bit too warm. So many boats out there getting nothing. And the day before we get this beast, it was our biggest fish of the year. My client's biggest fish of the year. Before we get this thing, the day before, I was on the phone with you, and I texted you, I remember, and I said, Eric, like, if you had to pick a big brown trout lure, what would it be? And you said, well, text back, it said, get the sour grape in the old Rogue.
Yep.
If you can get your hands on it, the old original bill, and clear the rack. And at that time, there was a store over here, LeBaron, and they had them. And what did I do? I went right there. I listened. I'm not stupid. And I cleared the rack. Boom. Next day, I have 6 lines out. We get 2 bites, both on that stinking lure. Guess what time it is? Triple down, quadruple down, all sour grape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you can, all this sweet noise and this and that. The proof is in the pudding. Like, yeah, this guy, man, no BS, Eric. No BS, brother. And you like those Little John? Am I allowed to give this away?
Oh, yeah, dude. Listen, man, let me tell you something right now. I'd rather just be straight with you. You know, now it doesn't mean I'm going to tell you everything that I know, you know, when you're coming up to me and at the boat launch, but I'll be general and say, yeah, and this and that. But like now, yeah, the Rogues, yeah, the Spro Little John, the Square Bills. Dude, I'm not hiding it in any of my videos. I don't want to lie to people. You know, there's a handful of baits that really work well that not a lot of guys are using, and I don't have a problem talking about them. I mean, they're not a sponsor of mine.
Information that you provide me with is so valuable because I understand fishing and I understand time on the water, and the amount of browns that you have gone through and the amount of looks are probably like 2,000-fold to the amount of looks that I've had. That's why I said if you had to pick one, like that information that you gave me, like that little thing, I know how valuable it is because it's from so many
details, man. Yeah, lots of time.
And it's your feeling over time. Your feeling over time is one angler's experience, and your feeling of time and looks is just like uncanny. Like I don't know if anyone on the planet Earth has had that many looks
the thing, right?
as you have, and
well,
in
like,
pressure situations every day too, right?
Yeah, and if you're fishing brown trout like here out in the Great Lakes, like there's a lot of different types like crazy. You can probably catch them on anything like anywhere else, lots of times. But what did you talk about? You talked about really tough conditions, clear water, certain, like springtime, blah, 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 right? So it was tough. Nobody was catching anything, and we have that here too. And sometimes you just run certain baits that seem to get bit, and they might get hooked in the back hook where they're just barely nipping at it, just because browns are really hard to catch. They have really good eyesight. They smell things, and blah, blah, blah. So at certain times, they can be a very difficult fish to catch.
When the watercolor's right, like they're just so stupid, they let their guard down. Now put some pressure on it, put some midday, some clear water. Like, if I want to talk 39 hours right now and the experience that you're going through, or how, like it's your first time, you and Peric's first time going through this experience, and you've been through the weather, you got thick skin, and you're tough as nails. So my money in this tournament from beginning to end has still been on you.
Some fish, top fish, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is 39 hours, boys. This ain't a one-style, one-way fishing. You better, the best of the best, all different crazy. That's what makes it really fun and challenging and really kind of out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Which forces me to even want to fish other species of fish just to to try to master it.
It was so far it's in our advantage because we've been in Paul's backyard. He fishes that region day in, day out and doesn't leave. Like I dance around all June. Like June, I'm not even touching certain bodies of water that we're forced to fish. So you know what I mean? Like now I'm jumping around and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I didn't look here yesterday. I wasn't here for a year this time of year. Like it's all changed and it's spring. So even if you do pre-fish in June, like it was a late spring, things are rapidly changing. Like
yeah, and hey, all along from when this all started, I always for some reason, figured you guys would kind of run away with it too because you got the Great Lakes and it's amazing at how everything plays out, and then you're involved in it. And the timing of it goes by so fast.
The experience, like, was it tiring? Was it grueling? Was it like explain?
So let me tell you about it being tiring and grueling. You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
No. It was a little tiring, but dude, you got to understand, and I'm not trying to say this to say it at all, but a lot of times all summer long, we start getting up at 3:30 in the morning and we're doing 2 trips a day for Kings and getting back at 10:30 at night. And it's just, if you got a 5-hour break at night and then a 1 or 2 hour break during midday to get lunch and take a little nap if you want. But it's a grind in this, like you said, this business. You want to do this job full time, like where I'm at. Like it's just the winter, the summer, the grind. And I get my patience in putting time in, and I can see him basically start to unravel at times, but the cool thing is for the most part, we were having fun, and that's always kind of my thing now, is I'm trying to remind myself, like, bro, if you're not going to have fun, and I have to remind myself, it's like this is fun. Even going to work is fun, even though when it sucks.
Yeah, because we do it every day, so you sometimes
still
forget.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Still fishing.
How many days in a row going into 39 hours? My pre-fish day was the day with Paul fishing for Lakers.
So now you got to make a lot of money because that's how you make your money for your family.
Yeah.
So, for your wife and for your young kids, and because you got hockey.
Oh,
you
man.
Got all these bills you got to pay for, and you got to bring in food. And
Toronto's expensive, bro.
Yeah, you want to do things for your family. So in order to do that, you got to book more and more trips. And then how do you book more trips? By catching fish or promoting yourself or your guide service and, and all that good stuff like that. And yeah, man, you just keep doing the great work that you're doing. And I could do this. I've done it without my wife. There ain't no way. Luckily for me, she's she's let me do my thing. She's supported me. It's not been easy on her or my kids, but somehow, look, we've been getting through it. And it's not easy. Trust me, man. I pray every day, and I'm far from perfect in this situation. So
my thing now in my career, I'm 41 years old now. And now what I'm thinking in my career now is diversification, because I'm mentally feel I'm like a 2-year-old, as you know. I may be getting younger in my mind. People are like, my in-laws call me man-child. When's man-child coming for dinner? They call me man-child, right? It's like one of my Peric's videos, the people on his channel go, who's this crazy old guy like wearing Nike Air Jordans and stuff? Like, it's just ludicrous. But in my mind, I feel like I'm Peric's age mentally. I think Peric's more mature. I think Peric's more mature than me, man. But physically, man, it takes a toll on you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, physically, my shoulder. But physically, yeah, man, it takes a toll on me. So I'm concerned because we don't have like benefits and we don't have that. That's the realness, man. Like,
right?
People watching and go, oh man, I wish I was you. I wish I had your life. In so many ways, they're right, but it's not easy. Before we go, I want the viewers to know that you are perhaps the most versatile angler on the planet. I'm not saying you're a nice guy. I'm not saying you're a great guy. Let's break it down to fishing. You may be a great guy. I think you are. And I'm just talking about fishing.
I can be a great guy someday.
You can promote and all this and that. And there's lots of BS. Let's just talk real here. We're talking about fishing, man. Just fishing. Yeah, the little stuff that the reflector tape.
Salt water. Yeah, man.
You innovated, vertical jigging for Chinook with, soft plastics. You change the game, bro. You change the game in so many ways and so many techniques. And that's just unreal. To be an innovator is something else. And to be known for that, wow. Like,
Well, I
enough
appreciate
respect,
it
man.
with you.
This is gonna be an editing nightmare. We have so much stuff all over the place, but it'll be good.
All right, buddy. Well, have fun with it.
Hey, Eric the Beast, keep being a beast. All right, beast
I
mode.
appreciate you having me on, brother. Take care. God bless.
God bless.
All right, we'll see you around. All right.
Keep doing it big. Check out his
All right,
video. Great Lakes tour.
The meat down, beat down, smack down, crack down. We'll see ya.
I'm learning from the Americans. In good times, promote, and in bad times, promote. The American way.
And you know it. And when in doubt, fake it. Just like our fake news.
All right,
buddy.
peace, brother.
I'll see ya.
Yeah, man.
Take care.